make a move to a town that's right for me.
What is up everyone, welcome back. Today we got a new tutorial. This one is how to get every single game asset from RecRoom. So this is some of the source code, yes, the source code, textures, 3D models, icons, sound effects, everything which is pre-built into the RecRoom launcher. So that is most stuff. You want to be able to get UGC items, that's not possible unless you have something which can obviously snipe that data from the memory when you are running RecRoom. But yeah, it's really easy to do, and I'm going to show you how. So as you can see, I've got this folder here called decrypts.lol. We've got all these things like animations, audio, the fonts, meshes. This is your 3D models, so every single 3D model in the game, such as weapons, avatar parts, everything's here basically in the meshes. We can see if we go into it's texture 2D, we have all the textures. There are some missing. I believe that's because they changed the avatar system though for the items, so that when you load into a room, normally the game downloads all the assets. Hence why it takes way longer than it used to download newer characters, because they made the really new crappy system to work with UGC, but I didn't really see the point in that anyway, because they could have done it way better. I mean, you know, RecRoom, there's so much stuff they can do better. But yeah, I'll show you how to do it. First, you need to come to this GitHub Asset Studio. It's free. It may look old. I mean, well, it kind of is, but it still works. I already have Asset Studio installed, so we'll go and simply just run that. Asset Studio. There we go. Shortcut. Okay, now we've opened Asset Studio. So this is what we'll need to be able to rip the assets and everything from the RecRoom files. So you're going to come to the file path, which is linked in the description. It'll be down there. It's also on screen, of course, as always. You're going to come to the file path and you're going to paste it up here if you're on Windows 11. If you're on Windows 10, you might have to manually find it yourself. I don't know how Windows 10 works. I haven't used it in years. Oh my god, not this shit again. Okay, once you're in the file path, which is in the description, you'll see all these .bundle files. This is game assets, source code, and everything you've just seen in that folder. What you're going to do is, before you get all this, you're going to come up here, go into debug, and turn off show error messages. This is going to make your life so much easier and just speed it up. But anyway, what you're going to do is select every single asset. So it'll take a second. We're going to become 80 soon. There we go. Nope. Paste that here, just like that. You can see we've got the little loading bar down here. So we're just going to give that a minute to load. Reading assets, so it's loaded them all, so just reading all the data and converting it and blah 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 blah. Once you are in Asset Studio and it has finished everything, you'll see that it has all these things. Ignore them. We want to come into Asset List. You see all these different asset lists, so source code and just different shit like animators, mono behavior, all this stuff. Then what you're going to do, once you're there, is just press export, and we're going to just press all assets, and you're going to choose a location. So I've already exported to decrypts.lol before, so I'll choose a new location. I'll go to my C drive and we'll make a new folder. So we'll do, we'll just name it, oh, I know what to name it. Subscribe to Mully Bovich. Oh my god. And then just select the folder, and we can see it is exporting the assets. It's pretty quick. It doesn't take too long normally. Okay, and as you can see, Asset Studio has just finished. So when it finishes, it'll open up a folder. So, oh my god, guys, what are you doing? Subscribe. But as you can see, we have everything. So we have all the animation assets, all the audio files, all the fonts, all the meshes. These are the 3D models. The OBJs, you should be able to just load them up in anything you want. I know what I use for 3D models and stuff, they'll go straight into there. I'm pretty sure they work with Blender. I don't typically use Blender. I have it, but I don't use it. But as you can see, you import them into here, and you have the model straight up. Why is that like that? Where's my camera settings? I don't get any. Yes, I do. There they are. But yeah, as you can see, we have the medal. So this is one of the dresses, the female ones. But the lower the number is the higher the quality, because obviously RecRoom, you know, the further away a character is, the lower quality will be to improve performance. So you've got version 1 and version 2, which the higher the version, the lower the quality will be. As you can see by the file size here, it does degrade by number. Oh my god, fuck off. Mono behaviors, this is mono features. If you know what these are, then you know. I'm not going to explain all that because I don't care. Shaders, this is the shading system. As you can see, they've even got the legacy stuff. All that, yeah. All the sprites, so every single image, such as the faces we can see here, these little icons and stuff. The text asset, I'm not too sure what this is. .prefab. Any EULA. Inc. Delaware. But the upper RecRoom Studio, and various agreement of tears. I'm sure there's a EULA in this part. Okay, and then obviously with the text 2D, which is your assets. Textures for clothes. This is really nice, yes. You got Bunky in here. Look at that. And hey, if you don't subscribe, I'm gonna send Bunky to come ram his hammer up your asshole.